I did a vocal cover of a Falling Reverse song that went somewhat viral on Instagram, and I already went through my vocal chain in another video, but I figured we could do a deep dive on the way I mix my reverbs and delays. Let's hear the song without any reverb or delay. Now let's add the reverb and delay in. So the first thing I'm setting my vocal to is this short reverb. A short reverb to me is just basically anything under 1 second. And before I hit the reverb, I'm actually hitting a de-esser with the threshold set to 48 dB and the range to 16. So it's really cutting out the sibilance and darkening up my vocal and just making it really lispy. This is with the de-esser off. On. And then after the reverb, I also have this EQ curve. So I am filtering out a lot of the stuff above 4K, which is a lot of the sibilance anyway, but there is a difference that you can hear yourself with that de-esser. And this way I just get the best of both worlds. Moving on to the delay short, same deal. I have the de-esser before and the EQ after, and I'm using the Echo Boy set to space echo. You can see I have the timing at 1/8 and 1/16 dotted, and that dotted timing is going to cause the vocal delay to actually fill out the spaces that are between my beats. Next up, I have a delay long. It's pretty much the same thing, except now I've increased the time. And for this version, I'm using the master tape. Put that into a reverb that's slightly longer than 1 second just to wash it out. And then lastly, I'm using a long reverb set to 1.8 seconds. Here I left the top open because I want the reverb to bloom more. And instead what I've decided to do is use my vocal to duck that long reverb out of the way. And I did that by taking this main vocal track, sending it to what I call a duck track, smashing that with this L1 at 23. So it's completely slammed. And then I've sent that further into this duct effects folder that sits on top of my reverb long. And there I have the Pro C, and the duck track is getting sent to the side chain. You can see it's doing a little bit of gain reduction. This track spacer is pretty much doing the same thing, just more of an EQ style, and that sits after my Pro C2. One more thing I want to mention is I used automation on the effects. So when I'm doing a rap part that's faster, the volume of the automation is lower so that the vocal is more aggressive and in your face. And then when there's a big epic part, it just opens up and it sounds even more huge. Also in between, I've muted the effects on some parts just to give the vocal a more dramatic, dry feel where it sounds like it's right up in your face. Let's have a listen. Exchange could get you caught up in death ray. He played fame, but really even taking all good. How do we get this right? Need a shit to say, we get this man. I'm not fit today, so you don't wanna make a bitch again.